So after yoga, we headed down to the beach where we did some water sports. With countless activities from water sports and flying lessons to spas, Fujairah is guaranteed to keep you busy. I was really excited because I was going to be giving my water skiing skills another try. I've tried it once before in Sri Lanka and I was excited to see how things would work out here in the UAE. So the water here, especially at this time of the year, is a little bit chilly, so we definitely had to wear wetsuits. So that was a pretty cardio-like experience itself, because trying to get on a tight wetsuit is not by any means easy. So once we'd wrestled our way into our wetsuits, we put on our life jackets and we got our feet measured for our water skis. So I was going to do water skiing and Faraz decided that he wanted to give wakeboarding a whirl. Now I know Faraz has never had any experience in wakeboarding, so I was quite excited to see how well he would do once he got into the water. Wakeboarding is a surface water sport which involves riding a wakeboard over the surface of a body of water. It was developed from a combination of water skiing, snowboarding and surfing techniques. The rider is usually towed behind a motorboat, typically with speeds 30 to 40 kilometers per hour.
I think that what you're telling me, it's a bit tough for me, because you're pushing me and the water is like...
Yeah, this is...
I will make it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Faraz couldn't stand up for longer than 2 seconds, and it isn't by any means easy. I was just fortunate when I first tried water skiing, it just came very naturally for me, and the captain of the boat said that women generally find it a lot easier to follow the instructions and to stand up in the first place, while guys are a little bit more top-heavy. They find it hard to find balance. But eventually, time after time, Faraz managed to slowly stand up and he started to get the hang of it.
We all thought Faraz was going to be straight away going to be able to do this. But it's definitely a lot harder than what it looks, and I think because, as you can see, it's quite wavy, it makes it even more difficult when it comes to getting up onto the wakeboard. So he's doing well though. He almost got it last time.
This is my man.
My man, okay, don't worry.
I like it. Let's do it again.
Highlight of the boat trip, highlight of the water sports, we saw a turtle and it was right next to Faraz's head, and he started screaming like a baby because we were like shouting there's a turtle, and then he saw the turtle in the water. It was so much fun.
Look the turtle, look the turtle.
Wait.
Look that fun, yeah.
Oh my god, a turtle!
Oh my God.
A turtle! Did you see it?
Where is it?
It's gone, it went under, it was right on the top, Jay. How did you miss it? Another turtle, they always come to see me.
Water skiing uses 2 skis instead of a wakeboard. It is also a surface water sport that requires the skier to have adequate upper and lower body strength, muscular endurance and good balance. So when it was my turn, I was determined to get up because I had to show Faraz how it's done. And I did get up on the first turn, but I didn't manage to stay up for long. The sea was really choppy, and when you're on water skis, it's very hard because you've got your feet on 2 separate skis. So it's very easy to be unbalanced. So I managed to stay up maybe 30 seconds and then fell and then got up a couple more times. I broke a nail. Oh, what a catastrophe. But it was really good fun, and I would definitely do it again, but in better water conditions.
Come up, 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 up. Stay there, stay there. Stay there, up, go up.
So water skiing and wakeboarding are great forms of exercise. Now you might think it just looks like you're standing there, not really doing much, but it's a great workout for your core. Everything is about balance. Whether you're on the wakeboard or if you're on the water skis, you have to control everything from your core. So you might not feel it the day that you've done the water skiing or wakeboarding, but for the day after, you definitely will. And the same goes for your arms and your shoulders. Like you're holding onto the rope and you're being towed, and your whole body is being controlled by your shoulders and your arms. So you most definitely feel it. And I know I definitely felt it on my lower arms as well, where I'd been really holding on to make sure that I wasn't going to lose that rope.